Hey, this is Ramon Ray. Welcome to Check-In Tuesdays live every Tuesday, as long as I choose to do this at 2:30 Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays. Again, welcome to Check-In Tuesdays. This is Ramon Ray, and thanks for watching the replay of Check-In Tuesdays. Today, we're going to talk about leverage your network and online events versus in-person events. Before we start, I hope your day is going well. As those of you who are interested in seeing the broadcast, come on, feel free to ask your questions. We're going to talk about two things today, though: leveraging your network, and should you go for in-person events or online events. We're going to talk about this today. Before we begin, though, I want to take advantage of those who are watching live and see who's going to join us. But you know what? I think I'm going to dive right in because I want to respect your time, those who are watching the on-demand video. So here we go. One, online events versus in-person events. Which one should you do? I don't think it's a which one should you do. I think it depends on which one can you do, which one will be best for your goals and accomplishments. Nothing beats an in-person event. The hug, the stage feel, the audience hearing, the ambient sound, the noise, nothing beats that. So as we talk about should you do an in-person event or should you do an online event, nothing beats that in an in-person event. Nothing beats it. As you're joining us live, feel free to say hi. If you're on Facebook, I can't see your full name unless you've authenticated with StreamYard. So be sure to put your name in the comments, write it so I see who you are as well. So here's the thing. In-person events are amazing. Nothing can beat that hug, the high fives, the handshakes, the in-person feeling. Nothing can beat that. So you should consider in-person events, especially if you can sell enough tickets or sell enough products or have a sponsor that can carry you through and help you do that. So in-person events are great. But then again, in-person events, you have food costs, which are high. You don't have to have food costs when you do an online event. You have to get the venue cost. You don't have to have a venue cost when you do an online event. And then you have the audio video. I'm doing this here on StreamYard. What, a couple $100 a year or whatever the cost is. So in-person events are great if it makes sense financially. Now, what is the benefit or the pros and cons of doing an online event? An online event online. And generally speaking, you don't have the hallway talk, the dynamic in-person interaction. You just don't have it. It's me speaking to you and looking at comments as they come in. That's it. So the question is not should you do an in-person event or online event? The question is what's best for you and what are your goals? If all you want to do is build your brand, build your influence, generate leads, if that's all you want to do, especially if your audience is fine doing online events, do online events, never do an in-person event again. I'll be on more stages in the coming months at other people's in-person events, but I don't know if Ramon's going to do another in-person event unless I have a sponsor behind it who wants to support that, and that may be coming soon. So I hope that helped you answer that one question today. If we do Check-In Tuesdays, should you do an online event? Should you do an offline event? No, I don't think it's a choice of or. I think it's what works best for you. Either way, when you do an event, get somebody to help you do it. Get somebody to help you do it professional. Make sure lighting is good if you're doing an online event. Make sure that audio is good if you're doing an online event. Make sure the background looks good. Make sure your speakers come on time. Make sure they still deliver the fire and energy. Don't look down like this. Make sure you're looking at the camera. Little things like that matter. Either way, make sure your event is good. Now, so that was should you do an online event or in-person event? That was one thing. Second thing I wanted to give you is we do Check-In Tuesdays on Check-In Tuesday with Ramon Ray, and we're going to end this broadcast in a few minutes. If you have questions, send your questions in right now because we'll be ending this in about 4 or 5 minutes. But I was recently talking to a client, and I offered them some additional services in addition to what I normally have. And they said, Ramon, thank you so much for helping me expand my Rolodex. Thank you, Ramon, for lending your Rolodex to me and helping me expand what I'm working on. And I thought that was interesting. One of the things we can leverage so much is not just us, not just our expertise, not just who we are, not just what we can sell, but you also have your network. Many of you are only one degree away from somebody else in your network who is just as good as you or better than you and can serve your client's need. Not competition where you want to lose money. No, not like that. But that you can add value as well to your clients through leveraging the network of other people. And many of you are not doing that enough. You're not leveraging your networks. When your clients come to you and say something like, I'm making it up, hey, do you have a sales program for female founders? Yeah, you have that. But then you can tell them, hey, Are you interested in expanding this program in addition to a sales program for female founders? What about a financial program for female founders? Because in your Rolodex, I bet you have someone that knows finance. That's how you leverage and scale. You don't have to grow alone. You don't have to do it alone. So this is Ramon Ray, Check-In Tuesdays. If you have a question, feel free to put it in the chat. Facebook, we're streaming through Smart Hustle Nation, LinkedIn. Thank you for that like. We're streaming through LinkedIn on my channel, and we're streaming this live on YouTube. Feel free to use the comments if you have a comment before we close this, but I hope that quick tip has helped you. Leverage is important. And many times we don't leverage enough. Thank you, Dovev. Thank you. So that's what we talked about too. We talked about in-person versus online events. It's not either or. It's what works best for you. Woo! Love seeing our Facebook audience come in. Dovev, thanks so much for being here. Appreciate you. So with that, we're going to close this chat in about 2 minutes. If there's no other questions or comments from me, that's fine. We just do Check-In Tuesdays every Tuesday, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to really come out here and help our community. You have once again confirmed what has been in my spirit. Thanks so much. You are so welcome, Facebook user. Feel free to type your name. Curious who said that. I have a feeling I knew it was, but I'm not quite sure. And I'm so glad you're with me today. My day's been great. The week is busy. I had a great call with a client. Did that as well. Then I had a great, hey, James Brown, what's up? Good to see you, man. Great call with a client. Then I got a call, a mastermind I'm in with Mike Zeller, who's an amazing human, coming up soon, and other things going on. So that's me. I hope you have a great day. If I can help you at all, feel free to reach out, email me, DM me. If you haven't checked out Grow Your Solo, check that out. Just go to smarthustle.com, scroll down a bit, and you'll see Grow Your Solo. Click and get that resource. And however else I can help you with that. It's Check-In Tuesdays. I keep these short, sweet, to the point. How do we book you to come to Tampa? Dovev, email me, brother. No problem. Email me. Ramon, Ramon at smarthustle.com. I so appreciate you. I would love to come to Tampa. I was just there a few weeks ago. So listen, y'all have a blessed day. Have a great week. This is Check-In Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, try to go live and add value and pour value into you. I don't know if I'll be here doing it this coming Tuesday because I'll be in San Diego at Social Media Marketing World. So I got a busy schedule ahead of me starting Sunday onward. But beyond that, have a great day. Make someone else's life better. Make someone else's life better today. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. I'm Ramon. Thank you so much for being here. Take care.